Hey everybody, I just want to follow up really briefly to the video that I posted over the weekend. It's Thursday night, January 25th, between ETH and RTH sessions, so we have about an hour in between games. And I wanted to thank certainly everybody for your indulgence, first of all. Secondly, for those that reached out to me, it was good to hear from many friends, both old and new, and I really do appreciate it. Is it the smartest thing in the world to basically, tell folks that you're in need of help? Well, maybe, but again, this has always been about following a trader's journey so that you have company, and hopefully you pick up a few things from me, and I pick up a few things from you. So what I've done, and what you'll see in this post, in the text below the video here, is work on an inventory. And then some solutions. So I just want to share those real briefly with you as I look at my notes. When I looked at my current issues, and this list was made possible or made more comprehensive by talking to some people who I've known for many years in the industry. But it's clear to me that a few things are in play: non-trading business commitments getting in the way, resulting in lost opportunities, split focus, lost energy, you name it. When I do trade, the performance is sloppy, unmotivated, and uninspiring. And then the third one I list here is the brain hand-eye coordination is lagging in the current environment. The methods still work, the visualization is there, but the added rhythm of the algos and the pushes and the head fakes, it's the environment that we have, and it makes us it requires that we stay on our game or be on our game more than not. So that's something that I have identified, and just out of sync with the market rhythm. I say playing checkers instead of chess at times. So what am I going to do about it? Well, I'm going to advance plans that I've had in place, but I'm going to accelerate them to transition back to trading full time. I am going to not coach or mentor or teach for the time being. It's somewhat interesting here because there's the old adage, those who can't do teach. Well, in this case, those that who can't do wants to do and wants to get his game back on par. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to migrate from, to the extent that I've been player coach, I'm going to be player, and I'm going to be coached. Because that's always what this has been about, and so that's on my list. And speaking of coaching, enlisting Greg Harden and his people from the University of Michigan. For those of you who follow sports, you may know that, or even watch 60 Minutes, and I've got a link to a clip from a few years ago. Greg Harden is a performance coach for the University of Michigan, and has worked with many people over his lifetime, specifically Desmond Howard and Tom Brady. And Tom's had a lot of good things to say about Greg. And when I encourage you to look at the link that I got. I got the second one that actually has the, I think it's the 3:20 mark. If you started around the 3-minute mark, you'll kind of get what I'm going for here. But it's when Brady walks into his office basically and says, he's frustrated, he's tired, and he has to do something different, and that's exactly where I'm at. It's been frustrating for me because I know the methods work, that which I even have taught over the years. Nothing has changed, it all works. But for some reason the performance is not there, and so I'm going to invest in and work through that process on my own with Greg and his team. I am going to, as my notes say, double down on what I'll call managed automation. I had a long call with my programmer this week, had a long call with my brokerage firm, and we're putting plans in place to step up the automation efforts. It's not going to be a black box, certainly, but I'll call it a gray box, call it something that will supplement the mental agility, which I believe is still required from a discretionary perspective. As I said, the methods work. The methods work. I mean, you got the stuff that I have, the stuff that you read about in Trading 101 books, Market Wizards, anything. The concepts, the precepts don't change, but it's performance, it's execution. I've titled this post Drastic Times Call for Drastic Measures, and that's where I'm at. I'm also going to surround myself with a small, motivated professional team. I'm going to do that, and I have done that in anonymity. You know who you are, or maybe you don't. And listen more and talk less. I talked about that over the video. I know this post and this video is an oxymoron, flies in the face of that, but again, I wanted to just follow up on the notes over the weekend and let you know what is going on at this end. Likely we'll go back off the grid for a bit. I will chime in from time to time, especially once I get the rhythm back, or even if I don't. I want to share where I'm at with you. But clearly, the goals are there. The goals continue to be there that you've seen before. The performance is not matching the goals, and I need to take some drastic measures. And that's where I am at. So a heartfelt thank you to all of you, all of my dear friends out there. I really do appreciate it, and I've got a lot of work to do at this end. So I'm going to start, going to continue the effort tonight. Coming out of a balanced day, right? Should be a nice balanced market into Asia. So pace a little bit more to my suiting. So thank you, and we'll catch you later. Bye.